What up, y'all? It's the Black Critic Guy, and today I'm here to review the anime, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed and loved this anime. So the basic premise of The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is it follows this guy by the name of Kion, who's a first year high school student. And, it's his first day, and he just wants to, have a normal day. And he has this narration over it where he said he didn't believe in Santa Claus, and he wanted to believe that espers, time travelers, and aliens existed, but let's face the fact, reality is kind of mean to us, and that's not gonna happen. But then he goes into his classroom and meets a girl by the name of Haruhi Suzumiya, who stood up in front of class and told everybody that if you are a time traveler, alien, or esper, to come meet her because she thinks they're interesting. Baffled by the strangeness and eccentric nature of this girl, he starts a conversation with her, and from there they sort of build this friendship, which will later on lead to them creating a club together, and his crazy life has just begun. Now I remember hearing so much about The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya and how it's entertaining, it's fun, it's crazy, it's eccentric, all this stuff, and I was like, you know what, I think a guy like me would have really loved to watch this anime. And so last year when I was at MegaCon, I did buy the entire first season of The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya and watch the entire thing. I was going to review it, but then I got really lazy, and now I found time to do it now and get myself out of the lazy rut. And like I said in the beginning, I really do love this anime. It's so much fun. So let's start with the concept of the series, which I felt was a really interesting concept. The concept is as simple as this really eccentric girl can change the reality of the world at her whim, and she doesn't know anything about it. Tell me that does not interest you. I mean, you got endless possibilities, a plethora of ideas. I mean, dinosaurs could be walking the earth and they gotta figure out how to stop it. A meteor might be coming down to earth. They might time travel, go into space. You got a whole bunch of ideas that makes you want to sit and stick around to see what's coming next. So let's talk about the characters. First off, Haruhi Suzumiya. My God, in a perfect world, I could see myself dating this girl, because I know for a fact there will never be a dull moment with her. I mean, this girl is very eccentric, very exciting, but she's also very arrogant, very self-centered, and very selfish, which really helps in the dynamic of her character and her relationship with other characters, and actually causes her to clash with Kion a lot, which I'm going to get into. But I really just found this character really engaging, really entertaining. She kind of broke the mold of what an anime character is like. Normally you just find those eccentric types, but they don't really do much. They just talk a lot, and yeah. She actually goes out and tries to do something, and she's not a quiet girl either. That is an entertaining and fun character to root for. And now we got Kion. Now, if anybody has seen my top 10 best male anime characters list, you would know that I really do like Kion. I find his character to be a very necessary character, because when you got the very eccentric Haruhi Suzumiya, you need to find someone that can complement her, which would be Kion. He's more stable-minded, he's very calm, controlled, and he adds a good foil to Haruhi Suzumiya's madness and craziness. Not only that, but his narrations are one of the best parts of this anime, because you get an insight of the madness of Haruhi Suzumiya through a character's eye. And you kind of get that with Kion. He's like, oh man, here we go again, which means Haruhi's gonna do this, and it's gonna lead to this, and then the world's gonna end somehow, and now I gotta stop it. Things like that makes the anime even more entertaining every time you watch it. And now we got Miss Asahina, the time traveler of the group and the Moe character of the anime. I really liked her character. She's really shy. You kind of feel for the character because she's put through all these tremendous strains because of Haruhi's will. And she kind of can't say no to her, or else, world's gonna end. You kind of feel for that character. She had great chemistry with all the characters. I really liked her chemistry with Kion the most, because you don't know, do they have a relationship in the future? Do they not have a relationship in the future? And the mystery and intrigue of her character is what keeps her very interesting. Speaking of mysterious characters, Yugi Nagato. Probably one of my favorite characters in the anime. She doesn't say much, but when she does things, she is amazing, and she can kick a lot of ass. She kind of reminds me of Rei a lot. Like, she doesn't show a lot of emotion. She's very robotic. I mean, you can tell by her voice. And I like characters like that because you don't know what they're really thinking, what they really feel. There's depth to those characters that isn't really shown. And in the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, which I watched, I really got a more layered character of Yugi Nagato and kind of understood where she was coming from. And now we got the Esper of the group, Koizumi. Now, of all the characters, he's the one I kind of iffy about because I don't know whether or not we can trust him. In most animes, characters who smile a lot and have their eyes closed like this a lot tend to be very misleading and untrustworthy characters. Case in point, Jin from Bleach. So I'm kind of iffy on his character, but he is very entertaining. I do love his chemistry with Kion as well. Like, he's like, well, you know, Haruhi's a god and you gotta protect him. I really like their chemistry. And now to talk about one of the greatest aspects of this anime, the voice acting. It is superb in this anime. I mean, I felt like all the voice actors embodied the characters. Like, I can't see nobody else that could play a better Kion than Crispin Freeman, or play a better Haruhi than Wendy Lee. They really embodied the characters and I really enjoyed their voice acting. And it kind of makes me sad that Bandai is not doing any more dubs, which means we might not see another dub version of Haruhi Suzumiya. That makes me sad. The action and animation is solid in this anime. I saw the old version, still solid, and I saw the new one, which was even better. It looked more cleaner. You can actually see the action very well, and the animation really does stand out. Now, I did have a couple of problems with the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. The first one being the endless 8. And if anybody's seen the anime, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. I mean, I get the point of what they were trying to do, but I mean, why would I waste my time watching the same episode over and over again? Like, they do tweak a few scenes. There's some dialogue that's exchanged that's differently, or like some scenes are not shot the same way as they used to be, but I'm not gonna sit through 8 episodes of the same thing over and over again. And, you know, I could just watch the first one, the second one, and then go to the last one and then be done with it. I didn't have to watch all of it. But it just felt very tedious to do so. I really would have loved to see more development of the secondary characters because they were very interesting. Like, you got Kion's high school friends, the 2 of them, they were interesting. I wanted to see more of them. I also wanted to see more of Miss Asahina's friend, the one with the green hair. She was fun to watch. She was entertaining. And finally, the last episode kind of drops on a dime. And I don't really like animes that just end abruptly. I want a more satisfying conclusion. Even though I know there's more to the story, I just really would have loved to see a little more. But overall, the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is a very entertaining anime. It's so fun to watch. There are some great characters, great situations. It is a fun time guaranteed. And I'm gonna give this anime a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is a near perfect anime and I really recommend that you all go check it out. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you like it? Did you hate it? And let me know, who is your favorite extremely eccentric girl? For me, it's always gonna be Haruhi Suzumiya. No one really beats her in my book. Comment below and let me know. Anyway, I'm the Black Critic Guy, bridging the gap between movies and anime reviews. Till then, peace, YouTube.